Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Taken in at the 22. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
1-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. To Thompson on the screen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Complete to Chris.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. On the slant, this is Chark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the...
Forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A first carry now for Thompson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Texans' 17-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the handoff, it's Moss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Gain of 13 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson just beating the play clock. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson. Screen play. Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Jags grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more. Fumbles caused, because now if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First down.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Jaguars 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
40 seconds to mark. 40 seconds to mark. First down,
Out of the gun, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate, on site. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm scared. Hey, Orville. Let's get that home. 40's the mark. Squeeze. I got it. Like 40.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
2-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
That's good.
That goes for a gain of 31. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Roby on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run the counter. Thompson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark.
That's good.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
1st and 10.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Come on with it, man. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run here with Moss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Zach Moss with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They give it here to Thompson. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 41-yard line.
Slam. 61, matchbox lights.
On the handoff, Armstead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rolling to his left, and he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here's Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Minshew, 1st and 10 to Thompson on the screen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double. Hey, I-7. Forward is Mike. Okay, double.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Come on. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Looking to throw it. Minshew rolling to his right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Minshew. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You draw Corkins. Check, check, check.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, exit. My 40. Hey, let's pin the mirror.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Jaguars.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, Steve 6. I'm coming for you, son. 40's Mike. Hey! I'm coming after you.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, let go. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 40's Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, Job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent. 6 figures every year, yeah.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The Texans' first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Thompson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing, Dave.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Texans 14. Fairbairn to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go. Hey, Mike Gordy. Chris on Travis. Give me that ball, defense. Buzz. Give me that ball, defense. Tighten up.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch out. 80 weapon.
They'll run with Thompson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check. Check hot route.
On 2nd and 1, Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Silver. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. Go, Mike Fuller. Yo, go. Hey, Orbit.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd. Down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Mike 40. It's been a long day for you. Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yep. Get that ball.
Now a give, right side. Thompson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. It's a good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Texans 28. Jaguars 17. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Off play action, it's Minshew. Steps away. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. On the move to his left. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to Chris.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it's going to be second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags.
Hey, Foxtrot, go. Mike 40. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Moss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.